My heart pounded like a drum solo as I stood backstage, waiting for my moment in the spotlight. This was my chance, the opportunity I'd worked years for. But as I glanced at the sea of faces in the audience, one caught my eye. Standing tall with an elegant presence, Olivia Grant, the CEO of Grant Enterprises, was in attendance. If she liked what she saw, this could be the professional lifeline I needed. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the dressing room. "Claire, you're next." Taking a deep breath, I tried to quell the nervous energy buzzing through me. Time to shine. As the theater lights blinded me momentarily, I stepped forward and began my presentation. I spoke about my company's new software program, highlighting its features and benefits with confidence. I knew my stuff, but as I made my way through the data and projections, I couldn't help but glance at Olivia Grant every so often. She seemed intrigued, leaning forward in her seat. Good, she needed to be impressed. When I finished, the room erupted in applause. Relief washed over me as I saw Olivia scribbling notes on a pad. I nailed it. As the crowd thinned and I prepared to pack up, I spotted Olivia approaching. My heart skipped a beat. Was she coming to congratulate me or did she have critiques? Before I could overthink it, she was upon me, extending her hand warmly. "Miss Sinclair," she said with a smile. "That was a compelling presentation. Your software program is impressive." Relief washed over me. "Thank you, Miss Grant. I appreciate your kind words." We chatted for a few minutes more about the software and potential applications for her company. Then she dropped a casual invitation. "I'm having a small dinner gathering tonight with some business associates. I'd love it if you could join us. Come around 7:30. My mind raced. An opportunity to network with top executives? I couldn't pass that up. I accepted, thankful that my presentation had gone well. As I rushed to get ready for the evening, I couldn't shake off the lingering impression Olivia had made on me. I chose a chic black dress with silver accents, hoping to make a good second impression. When I arrived at Olivia's home, I was greeted by a warm ambience. Soft music played, laughter echoed from the dining room, and the scent of delicious food filled the air. I spotted Olivia across the room and waved. She smiled and excused herself from a conversation to come greet me. "Claire, so glad you could make it. Come, meet some friends I want you to." She introduced me to a group of influential individuals, all seeming genuinely pleased to meet me. Over dinner, we discussed business prospects, market trends, and innovative ideas. I engaged in lively conversation, feeling energized by the stimulating discussion. Midway through the meal, Olivia raised her glass. To success, she toasted, and we all echoed her sentiment. As the evening progressed, I found myself seated next to Olivia. We talked about our companies, our goals for the future. There was a comfortable chemistry between us. I was making connections, advancing my career, and enjoying Olivia's company. What more could I ask for? After the gathering, I walked out onto the patio with Olivia. We continued chatting, and the initial formality between us had dissolved, replaced by easy camaraderie. Suddenly, she turned to me with a playful smile. "I had a fantastic time tonight, Olivia." "Me too. You're quite the conversationalist yourself, Claire. I thought you might want to continue the conversation." My heart skipped a beat. Was she asking me out? Before I could overanalyze it further, she leaned in and kissed me. It was a soft, exploratory touch of her lips against mine. I responded instinctively, leaning into the kiss. There was a spark, an undeniable chemistry between us that went beyond business. We pulled away slightly, both with flushed cheeks and slightly tousled hair. "I'm sorry," Olivia whispered. "I didn't mean to." "Don't apologize," I murmured, running a hand through my hair. "I enjoyed that kiss very much." She smiled, her eyes sparkling. "Good." Olivia took a step back, a playful gleam in her eyes. "Now I have to run, but I look forward to seeing you again, Claire, with or without the business proposition." And with that, she left me standing there, my heart racing and a hopeful smile on my face. The days that followed were filled with a mix of anticipation and business as usual. I couldn't stop thinking about my kiss with Olivia. Had it been a one-off spontaneous moment, or was there something more? I threw myself into my work, trying to focus on the task at hand while my thoughts drifted back to Olivia. Every time my phone vibrated, I hoped it was her. Every notification sent my pulse racing, only to be met with emails or text messages from colleagues. The anticipation was driving me crazy. Then one evening, my phone lit up with a text message. It was Olivia. My heart leaped. "Are you free for lunch tomorrow?" "My treat," the message read. Of course I was free. I wanted to drop everything to be with her. I typed back, yes, I'd love to see you. Relief flooded me as I hit send. Finally, another chance to see Olivia. We met at a stylish bistro the following day. The restaurant was cozy and intimate, perfect for a date. I opted for a simple yet elegant outfit, wanting to look sophisticated yet approachable. When Olivia arrived, she was as stunning as I remembered, her eyes shining with warmth. We embraced warmly, and I could feel a blush creeping up my neck. Our conversation flowed easily, touching on topics from our childhood dreams to our aspirations for the future. There was a comfortable silence between us two, where just being in each other's presence was enough. Olivia's gaze was steady and attentive, and I found myself opening up to her like never before. I shared stories about my passions, my fears, and she listened intently, offering words of encouragement and understanding. I learned about her love for art, her dedication to her company, and the challenges she faced in balancing work and life. By the end of our lunch, I felt as though I'd known her for years. The bond we'd formed over the past few weeks had deepened, and I couldn't deny the feelings blossoming within me. As we parted ways, promising to keep in touch, I knew this was just the beginning of our story. Days turned into weeks, and each day brought me closer to Olivia. We explored art galleries, strolled through botanical gardens, and shared countless cups of coffee, talking for hours about everything and nothing. With each passing moment, my feelings intensified. I found myself falling in love with her infectious laugh, her passionate nature, and her unwavering kindness. One evening, as we sat on a park bench watching the sunset, Olivia turned to me, her eyes shining with emotion. "Claire," she began, taking my hand, "I've realized I have feelings for you, strong feelings." My heart soared as I heard those words. "Olivia," I replied, my voice trembling slightly, "I feel the same way about you." And in that moment, under the soft glow of the setting sun, we shared a kiss that sealed our love for each other. It was a kiss that promised forever. Looking back, I realized that from the moment our eyes met at that presentation, there was a connection between us. The kiss we shared that night was inevitable. Our love story began with business and blossomed into something beautiful. It was a journey filled with passion, laughter, and a deep sense of connection. And as I hold Olivia's hand, gazing into her loving eyes, I know our story is just beginning.